Despite hosting next year's summit, U.S. representatives are skipping this year's G20 meetings in South Africa. The annual gathering of world leaders opened Saturday in Johannesburg without any American delegates due to President Donald Trump's widely discredited claims that South Africa enables anti-white violence. Analysts feared the boycott would block a final declaration, but early Saturday, leaders reached a consensus.
It is a declaration that has been adopted by all of us here present.
The White House is calling the adoption shameful, arguing it shouldn't have gone ahead without U.S. participation. South Africa's president, meantime, says the agreement has been negotiated for a year and will not be reopened.
We should not allow anything to diminish the value, the stature, and the impact of the first African G20 presidency.
The declaration emphasizes the urgency of climate change, endorses renewable energy targets, and highlights the crushing debt burden faced by poorer nations. The mention of climate change, seemingly a snub to Trump, who's repeatedly doubted the scientific consensus on global warming.
It's climate change, because if it goes higher or lower, whatever the hell happens, there's climate change. It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion.
Saturday's talks also focused on Trump's proposed Ukraine peace plan. Prime Minister Mark Carney rejecting it, along with other Western leaders who issued a joint statement. They say the 28-point draft does contain key elements of a lasting peace, but it also places limits on Ukraine that could leave it vulnerable to future attacks. Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister is outlining adjustments Ottawa's calling for.
To ensure a just and lasting peace for Ukraine, to ensure that the security guarantees are in place. Ukraine should be at the table, not on the table.
On the sidelines, the Coalition of the Willing discussed how to refine the plan. Talks between the U.S., Ukraine, and Europe's national security advisors are set for Sunday in Geneva. Carney also focused on deepening Canada's foreign relations. The Prime Minister is set to sit down with his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi Sunday. Ottawa's teasing what those talks will look like.
The focus on the law enforcement matters, the law enforcement dialogue, the issues of public safety and security at home.
The meeting falls on the same day Six for Justice will hold a referendum in Ottawa as part of the group's campaign for an independent Sikh Punjab called Khalistan. The group's Canadian chapter was headed by Hardeep Singh Nijjar until his assassination in 2023. Ottawa says the timing of the meeting is purely coincidental and was not planned in an effort to, quote, undermine or hurt any other interests domestically. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.